Hi, I'm Steve Hollinghurst and I'm the Evangelism Enabler with Environmental Focus for Lichfield Diocese. I've also been since 2012 part of the Forest Church movement. Now this is a movement that's reconnecting Christian faith with nature, seeking God in the natural world and trying to recover the sense of the rhythm of the seasons and the patterns of the year with old customs and ceremonies and just spending time with God in the natural world. Normally at this time of year in Forest Church, we'd be preparing for Candlemas, which is a threefold festival which celebrates the first signs of spring, the presentation of Christ in the temple, and St Bridget of Kildare, whose feast day falls at the start of February. Now you may have noticed I have still got my Christmas tree up behind me, and you may be asking yourself why that is, when most people have theirs away by 12th night or sometimes even earlier. Well, in old customs, you would actually put your tree up really at the last minute just before Christmas, rather than in sometime in November, and then keep it up through till Candlemas at the start of February, at which point you would burn the tree and light lights from the burning embers of the tree to take into the year. And churches would light their candles from the burning Christmas tree to take the light of Christmas throughout the year in the worship in the church. But we can't be doing that this year. Normally I would have many people round, families in our back garden, eating and drinking and celebrating, singing songs, burning the Christmas tree. I had planned to do this in a couple of locations in Staffordshire as part of my role with Lichfield Diocese, but we've had to put them all on hold. And it's left thinking as well, what might we do under these circumstances? And so what we've decided to do is create a video which gives you a way of joining with us in your own back garden or your own local green space. So we can still worship outdoors, but share in that experience virtually as we do so. Now, there are a number of things that you may need to help you with this, which we're going to supply on our website. Firstly, there is an order of the celebration, which gives you the words, the songs, etc., that you may need. So please download that. You may also have your old Christmas tree hanging around, and if so, you can cut it up and use that to light a fire if that's something you can do safely and responsibly. But we will be doing that back here, and indeed I have last year's Christmas tree already cut up and ready because I knew I was going to be doing something like this. So I will be welcoming you round my hearth even if you can't light your own fire. And we'll be joined by other people from across Lichfield Diocese and in the Forest Churches in Birmingham, where I live, who will be taking part with us and sharing with us in that celebration. Also, at the end of the celebration, it's quite important to have a candle, a light ready. You may want something like a tea light in a glass jar that you can then light outside, and if not from the fire, from whatever source you want. And then towards the end of our celebration, you can take this light into your house to take the light of Christmas with you. Lastly, very often I make up a wassail to drink at this time of year. It's a hot mulled drink of either ale or cider, or you can do it with apple juice, and we often do that because we have children as well present and those maybe driving cars. So you can make your own up, and if you've never done mulling before, you will need to add spices and sugar to it as the liquid gets sour as it gets hot. Now, many supermarkets sell little bags like this, which look like tea bags, which are bags of mulling spices. And you can then add these and your own sugar to the mixture to get that nice spicy taste. I've actually got a bag this year of fair trade sugar and spice already mixed up, which I'm going to be using. And as part of our celebration, we will also be using that drink as part of a way of asking for God's blessing on the crops for the year, particularly apple crops, but it could be any crops. So I invite you to prepare as you wish, and you can just, if you like, take the video out with you outside and enjoy that. But I encourage you to come and join us. Please do, and share in our celebration, and let us know how you found it afterwards.